This little town of Brixham, it's all ups and downs. Higher Street and Fore Street in this little town. But we all wait for the trawlers when they come home from sea. For there's nothing like a trawler or a trawlerman for me. The girls of little Brixham, they dress very neat. Gold rings upon their fingers, kid shoes on their feet. They all wait for the trawlers when they come home from sea. For there's nothing like a trawler or a trawlerman for me. There's Higher Street and Fore Street, all the ups and downs. Beer shops and milk shops in this little town. But we all wait for the trawlers when they come home from sea. For there's nothing like a trawler or a trawlerman for me. This little town of Brixham, it's all ups and downs. Higher Street and Fore Street in this little town. But we all wait for the trawlers when they come home from sea. For there's nothing like a trawler or a trawlerman for me. Growing up here, well, we used to come down and all the fish would be laid out on the floor there at the market. I don't think health and safety would think much of that now. All the fish that was landed was just laid out on the market floor. Everybody would come and bid at the auction. I would come down with my dad, and my dad was born here, and his father and his father and his father, so we were well known. And it used to take us ages just to walk the small length of the fish quay because my father knew everybody and everybody would stop him and have a chat, and that meant that probably what would take 10 minutes now probably took about an hour and a half just to come down and just go along the fish market now. Growing up in Brixham was lovely. It was beautiful. We had, everywhere was our playground really. It wasn't busy. The town was more like a village then really than a town. We had miles of walks. We knew everybody, our school community. The people you sat next to were probably your cousins. We were very small, quite parochial, it has to be said, and anybody from outside was given a bit of a sideways glance. And we were very, very fortunate. It isn't until really I've grown up and moved around a little bit that I realised how lucky we were growing up in such a small, safe environment. Because no matter where you went in the town, everybody knew you, so any thoughts of getting up to any mischief was always quashed because somebody would say, I know your father and you won't have catch it when you get home if you were misbehaving. But those times were few and far between. Growing up here was idyllic really. I'm very, very lucky.
Being a singer-songwriter yourself, what inspires you about Brixham to write the songs you do? What is it about Brixham that's great for an artist?
Oh, Brixham, so many memories, so many legends, so many local people that are characters that are really worth singing and talking and writing about. Poetry, songs, and going to school probably with most of the families and then watching them all evolve and grow up, sadly losing some of them as we do, especially in the fishing industry. These things make for songs, they make for poems, they make for memories. And Brixham is just such a rare and unusual place. People think they've come to the end of the line when they come to Brixham, but they haven't actually, because they come here and then they realise how beautiful and how wonderful it is. It's just an incredible little town for so many reasons, probably more than I could go into here. The history alone, just about the fishing industry, would take you forever to look into. So we're very lucky to have so many other things. Fisherman John stared at the moon. He'd always danced to a different tune. And people said, John, you ought to conform, not live your life like a ship in a storm. You're floating like jetsam out on the brine. One day soon you will run out of time. Fiddler's Green will be calling to you. He gave a wry smile and said, yes, it's true. For songs and stories of me will be told, and if I die young, I won't have to grow old. Live in the moment is my only creed. Don't waste your time on the things you don't need. Now Fisherman John is resting far away from his harbour and home. He's gone over the bar with the last evening star, but his love and his laughter live on. He's up at the helm and steering. The east wind will ruffle his hair. As we say our goodbyes, he'll be sailing the skies, and the boatman will offer a prayer. He'd spin tales of Blarney, convince you it's true. He once met and fought with great Brian Boru, or wrestled a whale far into the deep, sang Neptune a lullaby to help him to sleep. Swore he met mermaids out round Cape Horn, and they guided him safely out of a storm. He filled up a bottle with wild ocean spray, sold it as perfume down on the quay. When he sang, he brought passion to every word, gave a voice to those who had never been heard. He sang for the heroes in the green fields of France, then fling his arms wide and shout, "People, let's dance." Now Fisherman John is resting far away from his harbour and home. He's gone over the bar with the last evening star, but his love and his laughter live on. He's up at the helm and steering. The east wind will ruffle his hair. As we say our goodbyes, he'll be sailing the skies, and the boatman will offer a